Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Elias and welcome to the final episode of Sky Factory 2.5. That's right, this is going to be the last episode of Sky Factory for this mod pack and this map and all that kind of stuff. Because we are pretty much out of things to do. And by that I mean we're almost ready to click this 100% complete, or at least for me to say it's complete enough. So last time we were working on, what were we doing? Oh, it has actually been so long. So we did the Nether Fortress, we got the quarry set up. I think what we were doing was just working on trying to get automation set up so that we could start getting the 64x Nether Star generators. And oh my gosh. Okay, so I have been prepping this pretty much constantly. In fact, I am prepping it right now. That's why I'm standing all the way over here. I've been prepping this pretty much constantly for the past, oh gosh, it's been a while, maybe a week. I know for the past couple of nights I have been running this game all night because of the sheer amount of stuff we need. So before we do anything else, I just kind of want to look through everything that I've kind of worked on and everything I've done. Now, I am killing withers. We need more nether stars. We're going to need more nether stars. Nether stars. And to give you an example, so basically what I would do is I'd set this up. I'd go set on top of there with the wither skeleton spawner on, which, by the way, works wonderful. Just set up there and AFK while I go watch stuff, eat dinner, sleep, whatever it was I was doing. I came back and I died exactly once, so I did pretty good, I think. And I've gotten so many resources. I forgot that I left this guy on for a little bit, and we have 80 billion RF. It went up to like 150. It's insane. Yeah, I kind of forgot this guy was on for a while, and let's see, I went ahead and made the cryo-stabilized flux ducts. I've started using the Zavicio tools because they are unbreaking, and I've needed a lot of diamond and iron. We'll get to the quarry in a second, and I've got some cobblestone to do stuff with. We'll get to that stuff in a little bit. I tried making a sound muffler, thinking that would prevent the wither sounds, but that does not work. It prevents the explosions and stuff, but it does not prevent the, like, that noise. So yeah, I've been working very hard. Now, I want you guys to understand a couple things. First of all, I turned this into unstable ingot production because the system was not fast enough. I also increased these guys, excuse me, I have the burps. I increased these guys, the number of those guys, so that we can make the transfer nodes faster, the energy ones. And, oh, I replaced every single ME storage drive with 64K because I was bored and we were running out of space in the system. Because of the quarry, added marble and limestone. I wasn't sure what that one was, but marble and limestone to basically filtered, so there's only 8,000 of those in the system. Had to make an IO port. This guy is not that difficult to make with acceleration cards because I was taking all the items off of the old drives and putting them on the new ones. Some of these guys somewhere, oh no, it's these guys, have acceleration cards because they are around the nether star generators, and the unstable blocks, I think, was part of it too, or it just might be the nether star generators. And yeah, so basically we need to make a lot of stuff, and I'll get into the numbers real quick because we have 10 nether star generators. 10. I want you to see that I have 16,000 nether stars. Well, I'll get into the numbers in a second. I've got 11,000 nether star generators, and we need 390 more of these guys. So let's go ahead and tell the system to craft it. That is going to take 13,000 furnaces, almost 14,000, a bunch of redstone, 55, almost 56,000 wither skulls. This number is fun. So this is 3.1 thousand transfer nodes of those types, and 390 hyper. Now each hyper is 4 of these guys. So, and each of these guys is 4 of the normal transfer nodes plus 4 gold plus the redstone things. It's a lot of stuff. Almost 14,000 nether stars, 14,000 unstable blocks, and that will generate the 400 nether star generators that we need. Now I want to point out that each of these nether stars required not only me to sit here and kill the withers automatically at least, but we had to kill the withers with 4 times, so almost 64, about 60,000 soul sand, and another 40,000 wither skulls. It's kind of insane, and we can't even craft that yet. Alright, so I've also done some stuff down here. I made more of these guys. So what we're gonna do is, because nether star generators, we're just gonna tell this to make 200. That's pretty simple. And then we're gonna do 190, and we need to just cancel that. Nether star generators, it will still go, but 190, and it still can't. Why is that? Is it still storing all that stuff? Probably. So I don't know why. Why could I do 200 and not the other one? But anyways, so we need to make the rest of the nether star generators, and we're gonna set those up today. And can we make 100? Yes. Can we make 90? Yes. So that should be 400 in total, hopefully. Now, we have to set up some things. And to give you an idea of just how much time I've spent, one, it is day 370. I don't know what the last episode ended on, but it is day 370, so I should have looked that up. But go back and watch the last episode and you'll see. The other thing is, one of the achievements that we need to do is craft a single octuple compressed cobblestone block. So I have that in here. This took forever to get, right? We had the quarry putting stuff in and all that kind of stuff. So I left it with just these guys and this guy. And we'll look at how many sextuple compressed cobblestones we have after we do this. So 9 sextuple gives us a septuple, and this gives us our octuple compressed cobblestone. And that is an achievement. Now this thing is 43 million cobblestone. And it is used for exactly one thing: making bedrockium. It is quote-unquote easier way to get bedrockium. It is a cheaper way. It doesn't require diamonds, but it's not easier. So we'll just put that away. Now let's go look at our... I'm really trying to drive home that this took forever. I'm really glad to see this series finished. I'm almost sad that it's only going to be 99 episodes and not 100, but... that's fine. And, you know, looking at the achievement book, we did a lot of this stuff and kind of, well, things like the, what was it? The Thaumcraft stuff we did, but, like, we made a turbine. Yeah, we did. It kind of works. But there was something that we did that was kind of like whatever. Oh, the dragons. Jumping from 2 dragons. Tame dragons. I don't know if that really counts. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. There is this that we'll get to in a second. So, yeah. I've got a lot. 5 stacks. Almost 6 stacks of sextuple compressed cobblestone. So let's just take all of this stuff. And I mean all of it. And let's see how many octuple compressed we can make out of this. So, recipe. And we can make 4 more. God. So yeah, that should give you an idea of just how long I've been AFKing. To also give you an idea, if we look at our Wither Skulls, I still have 52,000, even after the Nether Star stuff, which we are 257. So it's going to continue. It's almost done with this one, which is really cool. And then that one's just waiting. So while that is crafting, we've got other things to do. So the other thing on our book is to successfully run a 1k by 1k ender quarry. Now, because in the deep dark is kind of terrible, and that does say the deep dark, right? Yeah. Let's just go over there, and we'll grab this, and let's head to the deep dark. And good news and bad news. So good news is the quarry has finished. Bad news is, well, if we look, we're at like -131, and if we just go straight across, so wait, actually, let's get both numbers. We are at -131, 249. So -131, 249, and if we go all the way across to the other corner, and we'll light it up with some torches so we don't like have any issues. You can always already see the problem. So right here is the other corner. Right here at -630 and 749. So it's basically 900-ish blocks by about 700? No, about 500. I miscounted or something. Interestingly enough, there is no... I wonder, didn't we... Hey, here is a thing, but I don't see... Okay. That actually bothers me a little. So, here is the actual ender marker. It's just not hooked up. So, basically, there's a big amount of stuff that we just don't have. And I don't know why it didn't quarry it. But I'm going to be honest. Yeah, right there. So, I don't know why. Like, on this dimension, we're actually right. Or close enough. It's like 900 and some odd blocks. It's close enough that I consider that 1,000. I know it's not exactly 1,000, but it's honestly close enough. But the other way, I didn't realize that the reason is it just didn't hook up right. It didn't quarry far enough. I wonder if we go out this way, is our marker here? It is. This is what caused the issues. So if we just extend this to where it needs to go for the other side, it would quarry out all of this stuff and it'd be good. But I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste your guys' time doing that. This is successful demonstration that I feel. It is like 75% done. There's no reason to kind of waste the time to do the rest. So I'm not going to bother. It would literally just be moving that marker and waiting. And I don't really want to do that. What I do want to do is move flight speed modifier back to 100. And yeah, that's good. Okay, so there's no reason to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it's completed. We have successfully done it. Proof of concept. It's not like I'm hurting for power. I mean, we're about to put 1 billion RF per tick in there if we can. So, you guys are going to love this one too. So, we're gonna build this system on camera and all that kind of fun stuff. We're at 365. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, so it's almost done making the 400. Now, according to my math, again, if my math is correct, as I proved in the Deep Dark, that could be up for debate. But if my math is correct, we're going to be over 1 billion RF per tick. Now, here's the thing. I have discovered that, well, let's just test with this guy. He is kind of full. Let's get rid of that. So, 3.84. Let's get a lever. And let's get just an ender pearl. Why not? Let's get some ender pearls. And here's the thing. If we put a redstone signal next to this guy and give him an ender pearl, he does not care. He still gains power. These guys are not affected by redstone whatsoever. So that's not good. So what are we supposed to do? We need to set up something so that we get 1 billion RF per tick. And I'll be honest, I really don't want to just set it up, run it for like 2 seconds and go, there, it works. Worst case scenario, I will say proof of concept, it works. I just have to wait for more nether stars or something like that. I am a little bit concerned about that. I will be honest. That's why I'm currently getting more nether stars. But we can't turn this off. Now we could theoretically feed 400 of these guys items all at once. Complicated systems to set that up, but it's possible. But we have... Ooh, actually, that's not bad. If we... Okay, so we have basically 6 nether stars for each generator. And here is the last one in a second. There we go. There is the 400. So we basically have 6 nether stars for each of these guys. And that is good. Because what we can do is pretty simple. We have these amazing things called cryo-stabilized flux ducts. Now, to give you an idea, let's get a different flux duct, because I think it will work. Let's just use a hardened, because why not? So if we place a hardened flux duct here, so we have 4,800,000, or 80,000, 4.08. If we put this down, this guy absorbs 4,800 RF. It has a capacitance, and we go down that, so 40752. However, this is why I had the crescent hammer on my hotbar. However, these cryo-stabilized flux ducts don't. They have no capacitance. It actually says that. They have no residual capacitance. So, what we can do is kind of neat. That guy can just kind of stay there. I don't really care. We're almost done with this map. So, we need more cryo-stabilized flux ducts. I have a bunch more. I can make a bunch more. We have a ton, and I mean an actual ton of jelly cryo. One other thing we're going to want is a tesseract. So let's go ahead and tell the system to make one of those. And we're going to come out here and do some stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 4 little pillars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if we want to check this, we can use these guys, because these are 50. This is a stack of 50, so I can just divide it in half. Let's grab some cobblestone. Tempted to use the octuple compressed. And basically, we're just going to do something like this. And put this down like so. So if this reaches the floor, it is exactly 25. Other than that one. So what are we doing? Well, we're going to make these giant towers of power. And here's the trick. Here's the thing that is kind of Yep, it is 25 tall. So that is 25. How many did I go out? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there'll be 2 blocks in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. All right. So we can start working on this. So basically, these are all 25 tall, and what that means is we can set up. Okay, I gotta get that off my bar. We can set up these generators on the corners, and we can give each one 6 nether stars. Now, this is the question I have, and this is the thing that actually worries me. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do something else to feed these guys nether stars. So my plan is, once these machines get full of power, what is its buffer? It is 6.4, and this generates a lot more. Perfect. So what we can do is just divide this out into like 6s and throw this into each one, and it immediately fills up and then it stops. And that's what I want. So we're gonna fill each and every one of these with just 6 nether stars. That should be more than enough to kind of get proof of concept and get transfers and all of that. And we're on that one. So let's just get a bunch of nether stars. And we're gonna just put these in stacks of, I can do every 10. So let's get something like this. And let's see. You have nether stars. You have nether stars. You don't. You don't. So what we can do is just put 1 there. 5. And 6s. So you get 6. Actually, you get 5. And we keep doing that. So, because this is going to be kind of boring, tedious work, I think what I'm going to do is I will get all these guys filled up. We'll place all of these guys down and everything. And I will come back in a few minutes. Well, it'll be seconds for you guys, but I will actually take the time to edit. And I'll come back when all of these guys are placed and filled. And then we can get to the fun part. So, be right back. Alright, so I don't think you guys wanted to see that. That took me about a half hour to fill up all of these guys. Every single one of these guys should be full of nether stars. Now, they all have 5 left, and well, basically we have all of these. We need to hook all of these guys up. We have 4 towers. We need to hook them all up into 1. Now it's going to be the easiest way. By the way, a cow got too close while I was setting this up and died. It was really annoying too. I had to wear the draconic armor. It did not prevent the effect. We still took damage. Well, we didn't take damage, but our entropy went up, and our shields went down when our entropy was 100%. I had to wear the draconic armor because the Zavisio armor, even if I was holding my infernal wand, which is supposed to negate wither effects, it didn't matter. I still took the tick damage. It was acting like I was getting hit, even though I wasn't even taking any damage. I think it was taking durability, and the worst thing is it was causing the player to like jerk his head a little bit, you know, the hit movement, and so that was really annoying, and I didn't want to deal with it, so I didn't. Anyways, we have to connect all these guys up to a central point. It should not matter that it's connected twice there, and I need like 1 or 2 more. That is kind of a bummer. So cryo stabilized flux ducts, we can go ahead and just tell it to make like 10 of those. Shouldn't take too long. And we can start working on the Tesseract. So the Tesseract I want to actually set down. Well, let's go ahead and set it up. So enabled high. It requires a high redstone signal. That's the first thing we're going to do. Now we're going to pick this up and we're going to put him up here. And hopefully he's not like, he requires a high configuration. Item mode block, send only, and we're going to send it to main power, but enabled high, so he needs a redstone signal. If we do this, it should not activate any of these guys, and it hasn't. Perfect. We really only need 1, but now we're going to take redstone conduit, and we're going to do a couple things, just to try to make this a little bit nicer. Let's break that guy. So I want to be over there to see that we are getting 1 billion RF per tick. These guys each generate about 2.56, or they each generate 2.56 million. Now if you do math, 400 times 2.56 million is 1.024 billion RF per tick. So theoretically, it will work exactly as desired. Now these guys aren't affected by redstone signal, so I can just do this. And I want to send this over to as close as we can get to the reactor as I can. So let's just kind of do one of these, clean it up a little bit, and we're gonna try something. Now this might work, it might not. I'm gonna try to like actually see. This is gonna be good enough, I guess. We'll put a lever here, and once we flick this lever, well, currently half of those would start going off. Now if we take the cryo-stabilized flux ducts, by the way, I was going to show this off. I want to show off the number of items I have in here. So we have almost 1 million coal. We've got a lot of iron. I've been actually smelting up a lot of it just because we've got 25,000 division sigils. That tells you how many withers I've killed. And the rare shade grab bags are actually a little bit more accurate, but I've killed a lot of withers. We just have a lot of stuff, and it's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, I've been filling this guy up every once in a while. So I think we only need 1 of these, and we're gonna do something strange. Now this could really backfire on me, so what I'm gonna do is turn this guy off real quick. So he shouldn't produce any more withers. And we are going to be doing a couple of weird things. So first of all, we need to hook up the last cryo-stabilized flux duct. Perfect. So Tesseracts can transfer infinite amounts of redstone, infinite amounts of RF, and we have an input over here. Now, I believe these guys can transfer pretty much everything, but we have an input here and we have an output, right? This is sending energy. We're going to put a lever on that here in a second, and we're going to disable all of our other Tesseracts so that we do not transfer any power. So this one is an easy one. We're going to enable low. We're going to enable it high. This is getting power, So we'll do that one last. This one's an easy one. We'll just enable that one high. We have those two as well, and then I think that's about it, other than this guy. I forgot about this guy. Enable high. Is there any other tesseracts? I don't think so. I mean, obviously we have the one in the mining dimension with the quarry, but it's not being used. We're also going to be turning off. We're going to be turning off the output actually, so this one doesn't even matter. Or that one. We only have to turn off the input one. So this guy, for example, is an input, and then that guy's an input, and then that's pretty much it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this just so that potentially this guy doesn't have anywhere to transfer. By turning off, we're going to turn this guy off, and then when we're ready to start doing stuff, so we're losing RF. That's not good. Now we're going to pretty much destroy our base and turn that on. And now it should stabilize. Here is the moment of truth. Can we mark off this last achievement of 1 billion RF per tick? I mean, technically we can. Once we turn that on, it is going to produce 1 billion RF per tick. I know this. The math says it's going to. We have extra, but it doesn't really matter enough to really worry about. So we flip the switch, and that should not start yet. But here goes nothing. So we flip the switch, and these guys are still just kind of sitting. This guy is powered. Perfect. That's what I wanted. So this will let us basically see. Again, we have no RF differentials. So it's not gaining RF, it's not losing RF. But as soon as we turn this on, it's going to gain a lot of RF very quickly. And it should be about 1 billion per tick. So here goes nothing. That looks, yeah, we're getting a lot of RF. Oh my gosh. And it's not going to last very long. We only have 5. In fact, it's already done. But we went from like 80 billion to 255. That looked like 1 billion per tick. It was fast enough, definitely. So we're just going to click that. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn this guy back on, and he's going to get back to using all the RF. Doesn't really matter. I'm probably never going to play this world again, to be completely honest. And yeah, so we've produced 1 billion RF. Now, if we... I forgot. Draconic Evolution does not like the achievement book. Hopefully that gets fixed, because we are going to be moving on to the next version. So this mod pack, I will be honest, I'm not a big fan of the achievement book. The Simply Achievement book, right? Or is it Simple Achievements? Simple Achievements book. I'm not a big fan of this. I like the quest book. I like, even if the rewards aren't really there, it's a little bit more direction than this guy. That being said, and I'm not a big fan of things like, well, we'll get to it in a second, but we made it through all of this stuff. We did all of this stuff. All of that stuff. Obsidian with a stone barrel. Yep, farming age. So I'm not a big fan of stuff like plant a flower in 5 different biomes. It's kind of, I don't know. It's not fun. It's kind of, it's just not fun to me. It's kind of pointless. It's not really like proving anything. It's just, hey, I can fly. I can use angel blocks. Hey, look, I can go build things. Now we did it, and it's kind of cool. We made little islands and all that kind of fun stuff, but not my type of thing. I like a little bit more direction. I like getting collectible type things. So max size reactor, cool, but how do I know if I did it right? And that's why I dislike the Simple Achievements book. But then again, we technically didn't do that one. I still think it's one of those things. It would just take me like another day, and I want to get this episode up because it's about time, and I want to move on. So we've checked off everything except for the last thing. So that's the it. That's the it. That's the end. That's it. I tried to say that's it and that's the end at the same time, and that's the it. All right, so I might actually title the episode that, if I remember. So yeah, that is going to be it for this series of this map. We are going to be moving on to Sky Factory 3. It's going to be very similar, but I don't know how much magic stuff is in that one. Actually, I don't know of how much magic stuff is in that one at all. It might be mostly tech stuff and then like magical crop stuff, but there's a lot of different versions of these mods. Newer versions, because we are in, what, 1.7? I think Sky Factory 3 is in 1.10. I could be wrong, but I think we have extra utilities. Yeah, extra utilities 2 is in it. So yeah, it's a 1.10 mod pack. Yeah, it's 1.10. It's not 1.12. So it's going to be a little bit more advanced. It's going to be some mods I haven't worked with before, and that kind of stuff. So it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. In fact, I might record some tonight. Otherwise, I'll record some tomorrow. I don't know. But yeah, so that is it for this world. I guess one last thing, since we have this amazing draconic stuff, let's have a little bit of fun just to kind of end the episode. Let's grab our capacitors and all of our draconic stuff. We'll take this as well. Why not? And we have a date with some chance cubes. We have 22 chance cubes. Really? That's it? We have 10 of those. So where's somewhere we could go to do this? Let's see. Let's grab a building one and some blocks of some sort. And we'll just kind of build out a gigantic platform. And I know I had... Did I have it here? No, but there's a waypoint this direction. Over in this area that was basically chance cube stuff. So let's just extend this platform and have a little bit of fun. So we've got 10 chance isohedrons and 22 chance cubes. Now I haven't been farming these or really doing anything with them at all. Let's go sleep real quick just to get rid of the night and mobs that are going to be spawning on there. But yeah, so let's just open these guys. We're gonna do. Let's see. Is there a recipe for this? Yes. I think we can make a few of these. So let's make a stack. Let's sleep, and yeah, let's just see what all we can find. I don't think there's anything majorly good. I don't think there's anything like majorly bad at where we're at. But it should be explosive and fun. So let's just extend a big platform. And that looks good. Alright, so let's do one of these guys. Disco ball. So what are we gonna have? I really don't think there's anything that could like outright kill us, but maybe. Creepers. That's funny. Darkness and then creepers. Alright, so let's open 2 more. So these are usually going to be, there's another mod that's called Lucky Blocks. These are similar to that. And we got the creepers again. Ooh, we got a golden bag of holding. Cool. I like that one. The creepers are kind of boring. They pose absolutely no challenge. So let's Got anything in it? Nope. Alright. So I've had enough of that. We'll keep that on us. Let's do 5 chance cubes. So we need to break them. Sparta, so we got some iron. Play it loud. I got a music disc. One is lucky, one is not. That was lucky. So that's off of that. That's homage to the Lucky Blocks. This mod is a little bit more. It's supposed to be in a natural generated world, and it's supposed to be more. Do you take a risk? Whereas Lucky Blocks is very much a. You're doomed. I like how it at least refills it. I was gonna refill it, but let's open a fishing store. Oh, cool. That is actually kind of neat. I never knew there were so many different fishing rods. Alright, well, let's put all this stuff in there. Sparta also gave us a iron sword, which is kind of cool. And then there's one other thing that's a little bit more of a secret, and let's do that one last. So we have 7 more of these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's open them all at once and hope that it doesn't crash or anything. So, pretty colors. That gave us a lot of creepers. We have useless generators, which aren't useless, I don't think. And that is a lot of creepers that are now dead. What are these? These are pink generators. Ow. We'll just use that. So, hey, we got a creeper trophy. Yeah, those aren't useless. They're just not very good. If we look, it's... Yeah, can we actually craft those? I think we can. Ew. That's a nasty crafting recipe. So that's actually a good reward. Not likely. You're probably going to get a lot of creepers. So let's do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these. We just got sextuple compressed cobblestone. Thanks. Thanks. A bunch of skeletons, which are scared of the light. Oh my gosh, squids. I have some cobblestone blocks. Just break all the source blocks, I guess. And let's just turn this into more cobblestone. And we'll just use this. So there's a lot of source blocks here, and they're just refilling or something. I don't know. But we'll just kind of cover it up. Get rid of all of those, and get rid of all this water. All right, cool. With quintuple compressed cobblestone, yeah. Let's break that one. We got fishing store. Some of these can be really bad. This is a big slime. It is a big slime on a slime on a slime. Not bad. Okay. Let's just throw all this stuff in here. And kill all the slimes. Alright, so what do we have now? I don't know. That might have not have done anything. Might have not done anything. It might have just started a thunderstorm. Also, that is obsidian. Yeah, it looks like it just started a thunderstorm. So let's break these guys. Might have broke it too fast. It's floaty. Oh hey, a floating botania flower. Alright, so the last thing we're going to do is, if you put these in a 3x3x3 formation. Oh, that was rude. Okay, it didn't break in them. These must be blast resistant. If you put them in a 3x3x3, you get the epic cube. It's a giant chance cube. Now, these don't have many, but there is a bunch of ore. And it does like a handful of these, and it's... If we go down below our platform, we might see it happening. I thought I did more than 3. Anyways, that's a cool skin. Let's do one more, just because that was kind of boring. And... yes, the WOM. So there's not much of these that... yeah. There's only a couple effects that it does. But they're kind of cool. Just generating random ores that go all the way up. Let's do one more. Because there is another one, I believe. And I don't have enough. So let's just break these. Some people just want to watch the world burn. Puts me in a block of silverfish. Don't know where the world is burning. Here, Brian joined the game. Another day, another time. It's a fake out. Oh, that's a mean one. So it gets an end crystal here. I thought it... didn't it? Oh, okay. Maybe it's changed. It used to drop an arrow on it. Maybe that's a random thing. Why is his name Pickles? Pickles the mushroom. Fabulous. Mana pool. That was just experience. Diamond block, and it's probably explosion. We have fire with fire aspect. Play it loud, another music disc. Jeb, dancing sheep with a disco ball. Trapped in obsidian, or at least obsidian above you. Overpowered. And we got creepers again. I swore we got a what is it? A diamond sword, but and what do we have? Explosions. Cool. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode, the series, everything. We have completed the quest book. We've opened a whole bunch of those guys. Kind of cool. But let's just head back home and call it an episode, a series. And next time, we'll be moving on to the next Sky Factory, Sky Factory 3. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!